Vision is the ability to see beyond the immediate, to perceive a reality that has not yet been manifested. It is not merely wishful thinking or daydreaming, it is the inner clarity that defines where you're headed and what you're striving to achieve. Without vision, life becomes a series of random events, uncoordinated and unproductive. Vision gives direction to your efforts, purpose to your decisions, and meaning to your journey. But here's the truth about vision: it often begins as a whisper, faint and fragile, tucked away in the corners of your mind. It's that quiet idea that nudges you in the stillness of your thoughts. Yet it carries with it immense power, the power to transform your reality. Vision is what allows you to paint a masterpiece in your mind long before a brush ever touches the canvas. When you have vision, you don't live by what you see in the present, you live by what you believe for the future. Vision is the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when the road ahead seems daunting. It compels you to keep building when the resources are scarce, to keep pressing when the odds are stacked against you. Vision doesn't rely on what's visible, it relies on what's possible. But vision requires more than just seeing. It demands faith, because a true vision will challenge you to go beyond your comfort zone. It will ask you to step into the unknown, to trust in a path that hasn't been fully illuminated. Faith turns vision into motion, and motion turns dreams into reality. Vision may begin in your mind, but it is sustained in your heart, where belief takes root and grows into conviction. Vision also has a way of separating the committed from the casual. When you have a clear vision, you're willing to do what others won't. You'll wake up earlier, work harder, and endure longer because your eyes are fixed on something greater. You'll resist distractions, reject mediocrity, and embrace discipline, all because your vision demands it. It pulls you out of the ordinary and into the extraordinary, but only if you're willing to pursue it with everything you've got. Moreover, vision gives you resilience. It becomes your anchor in the storm. When life throws challenges your way, when the weight of the world feels unbearable, your vision reminds you why you started in the first place. It pushes you to keep going, to rise above setbacks, and to persevere when quitting feels like the easiest option. Vision doesn't eliminate the obstacles, but it gives you the strength to overcome them. True vision is not self-centered, it's expansive. It doesn't just elevate you, it elevates everyone connected to you. It has the potential to inspire others, to bring light to places of darkness, and to create opportunities for those around you. A vision birthed in your heart can ripple through your family, your community, and even the world. Vision also demands clarity. You must define it, articulate it, and nurture it. A vague vision leads to vague results. The clearer your vision, the more focused your actions will be. Write it down, speak it aloud, revisit it often. Let it be the compass that guides your decisions and the lens through which you evaluate opportunities. Lastly, vision is dynamic. It grows as you grow. It evolves as you evolve. What begins as a small spark can ignite into a blazing fire, illuminating new horizons and greater possibilities. Vision is not static, it stretches you, challenges you, and constantly invites you to dream bigger. Preparation is where the work is done long before the world takes notice. It is the backstage grind that sets the stage for public success. Preparation is not glamorous. It doesn't come with applause or accolades. It is done in the quiet, often unnoticed moments when no one is watching and no one is clapping. Yet it is in these moments that the seeds of greatness are planted. To prepare is to honor the opportunity before it arrives. It is to understand that the moment you've been waiting for will not wait for you to get ready. Opportunities don't announce themselves with fanfare. They often appear suddenly, and only those who are prepared can seize them. Success favors the prepared because preparation creates readiness, and readiness meets the demands of destiny. Preparation is more than practice, it is a mindset. It's the willingness to invest time and effort into something that may not yield immediate results. It is about laying a foundation so strong that it can support the weight of your aspirations. Preparation requires discipline because it calls for consistency, focus, and sacrifice. It asks you to commit to the process, even when the payoff seems distant. True preparation is meticulous. It is about paying attention to the details, knowing that small things make a big difference. It's not enough to have a general idea of what you want to achieve. You must study, strategize, and refine your approach. Whether it's mastering a skill, understanding your craft, or building your character, preparation is about doing the hard work of becoming excellent. Excellence is never an accident. It is the result of deliberate preparation. Preparation also requires patience. It teaches you to trust the process and resist the urge to rush. In a world that celebrates instant success, preparation reminds us that real growth takes time. It is the difference between being ready for a fleeting moment and being equipped for a lasting legacy. You can't microwave greatness. It must be slow cooked through intentional effort and unwavering commitment. The discipline of preparation challenges you to stay consistent even when results are not immediately visible. It teaches you to keep showing up, to keep practicing, and to keep improving even when no one notices. This consistency is what separates the mediocre from the extraordinary. The person who prepares relentlessly even when no one is watching will always be ready when the spotlight finally shines. Preparation also humbles you. It reminds you that no matter how talented or gifted you are, raw ability alone is not enough. Talent is a starting point, but preparation is what refines and sharpens that talent. It forces you to confront your weaknesses and turn them into strengths. It demands that you stretch beyond what is comfortable, pushing you into new levels of growth and mastery. Moreover, preparation builds confidence. There is a quiet assurance that comes from knowing you've done the work. When you've prepared thoroughly, you walk into any situation with the knowledge that you're ready. You don't have to fake confidence because you've earned it through effort and preparation. This confidence is not arrogance, it's the natural result of being equipped and ready. Preparation is not just about skill, it's also about mindset. It teaches you to anticipate challenges and develop strategies to overcome them. It trains your mind to think critically, to adapt, and to persevere. Life is unpredictable, and preparation equips you to handle the unexpected. It doesn't guarantee a smooth journey, but it ensures that you are better equipped to navigate the bumps along the way. Finally, preparation is an act of respect. It shows respect for your goals, your time, and the opportunities you've been given. When you prepare, you honor the dream you're pursuing and the people who will be impacted by your success. It's a declaration that you take your purpose seriously and are willing to do whatever it takes to fulfill it. Preparation isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become in the process. Resilience is the capacity to endure, adapt, and thrive in the face of adversity. It is the quality that allows a person to rise after falling, to continue after setbacks, and to persevere through seasons of difficulty. Resilience isn't just a trait, it's a necessity. Life, by its very nature, is filled with challenges, disappointments, and unexpected detours. Resilience is the tool that equips us to confront those moments, not with defeat, but with determination. At its core, resilience is about perspective. It's not just about what happens to you, but how you choose to respond. Two people can face the same storm, but their outcomes will differ based on their resilience. Where one sees a roadblock, the other sees an opportunity to innovate. Where one chooses to quit, the other digs deeper and finds the strength to press on. Resilience transforms obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. Resilience is not the absence of struggle, it is the ability to face struggle and still move forward. It is built in the moments when life tests your resolve and challenges your patience. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Resilience does not mean you won't feel the weight of difficulty. It means that the weight won't crush you. It's the ability to bend without breaking, to absorb the shock of life's blows and still stand firm. What makes resilience so powerful is that it is not confined to one area of life. It's a universal skill that applies to relationships, careers, health, and every other domain. A resilient person doesn't crumble when faced with conflict at work or challenges at home. Instead, they find ways to adapt, to learn, and to overcome. Resilience is the thread that weaves strength through every aspect of our lives. One of the greatest lessons resilience teaches is that failure is not final. In fact, failure is often the foundation of success. The most resilient people are not those who never fail, but those who use failure as a teacher. They examine what went wrong, extract the lessons, and come back stronger. Resilience doesn't deny the pain of failure, it transforms it into fuel for future endeavor. Resilience also requires courage. It takes courage to face hardships without shrinking back, to confront challenges head on, and to keep going when the road ahead looks uncertain. Resilience is not passive, it's an active choice to keep moving forward, despite the odds. Waking up each day and deciding that your dreams are worth fighting for, even when the fight is tough. Another important aspect of resilience is flexibility. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and resilience is what allows you to adjust when your plans fall apart. It's the ability to pivot, to find a new path when the old one is blocked. Resilience doesn't cling stubbornly to what isn't working, it adapts and finds another way. This flexibility is what keeps you moving forward when circumstances change unexpectedly. Resilience is also deeply connected to hope. Hope is the belief that things can and will get better, even when the evidence around you suggests otherwise. Resilience draws strength from hope, using it as a light to guide you through the darkness. When you have hope, you can endure almost anything because you believe that your current circumstances are not your final destination. Building resilience takes practice. It's not something you're born with, it's something you develop over time. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to strengthen your resilience. Each time you overcome a challenge, you add another layer of strength to your character. Resilience grows through experience, through trial and error, and through the decision to keep going no matter what. Resilience also requires self-awareness. You have to know your limits, recognize your triggers, and understand how to recharge when life drains your energy. Resilient people are not invincible. They know when to rest, when to ask for help, and when to take a step back. Resilience is not about being unbreakable. It's about being able to recover and rebuild when life tries to break you. Ultimately, resilience is a gift not just to yourself, but to those around you. When you demonstrate resilience, you inspire others to do the same. Your ability to persevere in tough times becomes a beacon of hope for those who may be struggling. Resilience has a ripple effect that strengthens families, communities, and organizations by showing that challenges can be overcome and that progress is always possible. Relationships are the foundation upon which the greatest successes and deepest joys in life are built. No one achieves greatness alone, and no one experiences true fulfillment in isolation. Relationships are not merely connections, they are bridges that carry us through the highs and lows of life. They are the channels through which we give and receive support, encouragement, wisdom, and love. Understanding the art of relationships is essential for anyone who desires to live a life of impact and purpose. At its core, the art of relationships begins with intention. Good relationships don't happen by accident, they require effort, thoughtfulness, and care. It's not enough to simply be connected to people. The real question is whether those connections are meaningful and mutually beneficial. Intentional relationships are built on the foundation of trust, respect, and shared values. They are nurtured over time through consistent communication, acts of kindness, and the willingness to invest in one another's well-being. A key aspect of mastering relationships is the ability to truly listen. Listening is more than hearing words, it's about understanding emotions, intentions, and needs. When you listen actively and empathetically, you show others that they are valued and respected. Listening creates a safe space for honesty and vulnerability, which are essential ingredients in any deep and lasting relationship. It is through listening that you gain insight into how you can best support and uplift those around you. The art of relationships also requires humility. It's the ability to put aside your ego and recognize that every relationship is a two-way street. It's understanding that sometimes you must give without expecting anything in return, and at other times you must receive with gratitude. Humility allows you to apologize when you're wrong, forgive when you've been wronged, and seek compromise when conflicts arise. Without humility, relationships become battles of wills instead of bonds of mutual respect and understanding. Another important aspect of relationships is boundaries. While relationships thrive on connection, they also require healthy limits. Boundaries are not about shutting people out, they are about creating space for respect and balance. They ensure that both parties in a relationship feel valued and free to express themselves without fear of overstepping or being taken advantage of. Boundaries are not walls, they are guidelines that protect the integrity of the relationship and the individuals within it. Trust is the cornerstone of every meaningful relationship. Trust takes time to build but can be shattered in an instant. It is earned through consistency, honesty, and reliability. When you are trustworthy, you create an environment where others feel safe to be themselves. Trust allows relationships to deepen and flourish as it removes the fear of betrayal or dishonesty. But trust is also fragile, and rebuilding it after it has been broken requires patience, effort, and a genuine commitment to change. The art of relationships also involves the ability to communicate effectively. Communication is not just about expressing yourself, but also about understanding how others perceive and interpret your words and actions. Clear, compassionate communication prevents misunderstandings and resolves conflicts before they escalate. It ensures that all parties feel heard and respected, even when disagreements arise. The way you communicate can either strengthen a relationship or tear it apart, so it is a skill worth mastering. Relationships are also a reflection of the energy you bring into them. If you approach relationships with positivity, generosity, and authenticity, you're more likely to attract the same qualities in return. People are drawn to those who uplift, inspire, and genuinely care for them. The energy you invest in a relationship sets the tone for how it will grow and evolve. Negative energy such as selfishness, resentment, or dishonesty can poison even the strongest of bonds. Another essential element of relationships is the ability to adapt. People change, circumstances shift, and life moves in unexpected directions. The strongest relationships are those that can weather these changes and evolve along with them. Flexibility allows you to navigate challenges, embrace growth, and find new ways to connect. Rigidity, on the other hand, can stifle relationships and lead to their eventual breakdown. Adapting doesn't mean compromising your values, it means finding ways to grow together instead of apart. Gratitude is another cornerstone of healthy relationships. Expressing gratitude for the people in your life strengthens the bond you share with them. It shows that you recognize and appreciate their contributions, their presence, and their efforts. Gratitude fosters a spirit of generosity and reinforces the positive aspects of the relationship. Even in moments of tension or conflict, remembering what you are grateful for can help you find common ground and rebuild connection. The art of relationships also involves recognizing their different seasons. Not every relationship is meant to last forever, and that's okay. Some relationships come into your life for a specific purpose or a particular season, and when that season ends, it's important to let go with grace and gratitude. Understanding the ebb and flow of relationships helps you cherish the moments you share without clinging to what is no longer meant to be. Finally, the art of relationships is about giving. It's about being a source of encouragement, strength, and support for others. It's about celebrating their successes, mourning their losses, and walking alongside them through life's journey. Giving doesn't mean depleting yourself, it means sharing your resources, whether they are emotional, physical, or spiritual, in ways that uplift and inspire. Giving in relationships creates a cycle of reciprocity that enriches both parties and builds a foundation of love and trust. Execution is the bridge between dreams and reality. While vision gives you a picture of where you want to go and preparation equips you for the journey, execution is the action that makes it happen. But executing on your dreams, goals, and ideas requires more than strategy and resources. It requires courage. Courage is the driving force that propels you forward when fear whispers that you should hold back. It is the resolve to act. Even when uncertainty looms, obstacles appear insurmountable, and the outcome is far from guaranteed. Courage to execute begins with the willingness to take risks. Every meaningful accomplishment involves stepping out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. This leap is rarely easy, as it often means leaving behind the security of what is familiar for the possibility of failure. Yet without risk, there is no growth, no progress, and no fulfillment. Courage isn't about the absence of fear, it's about moving forward despite it. It's about acknowledging the fear, the doubt, and the uncertainty, but choosing to act anyway. Execution also requires the courage to start, which is often the hardest part of any endeavor. There's a temptation to wait for the perfect moment, the ideal conditions, or the complete plan before taking the first step. But perfection is a myth, and waiting too long often leads to missed opportunities. Starting takes courage because it means committing to the process before you can fully see the outcome. It's planting the seed without knowing exactly how the harvest will look, trusting that your effort will lead to growth. The courage to execute also involves the ability to face failure. Failure is not a possibility in execution, it is a certainty at some point along the journey. Every path to success is lined with missteps, setbacks, and challenges that test your resolve. It takes courage to embrace these moments as opportunities to learn rather than as reasons to quit. Each failure is a stepping stone toward mastery, but only if you have the courage to keep going after you stumble. Execution demands resilience because it is not a one-time act, it is a continuous process. It's not enough to start strong, you must also persist when the initial excitement fades and the work becomes difficult. The courage to execute means showing up every day even when progress feels slow and results seem distant. It's the ability to stay committed to your goals, to push through fatigue and frustration, and to maintain focus on the long-term vision. Another dimension of courage in execution is the willingness to be seen. Acting on your dreams often requires stepping into the spotlight, putting yourself and your work out there for others to evaluate, critique, or even reject. This exposure can feel vulnerable and intimidating, but is also essential. Courage in execution means being willing to take the stage, to share your voice, and to risk criticism in pursuit of your purpose. The courage to execute also involves making tough decisions. Every significant endeavor will come with moments where you must choose between competing priorities, let go of certain comforts, or say no to distractions. These decisions often involve sacrifice, and it takes courage to stay true to your purpose when faced with difficult choices. Courage is what enables you to prioritize what truly matters, even when it requires temporary discomfort for long-term gain. Execution also requires the courage to embrace imperfection. Waiting for everything to be perfect before acting can paralyze progress. Courage means understanding that your first attempt doesn't have to be flawless, it just has to happen. Every step forward provides an opportunity to improve, refine, and grow. Perfection is not the goal, progress is. Courage gives you the freedom to try, to fail, and to try again, knowing that each iteration brings you closer to your goal. Collaboration often plays a vital role in execution, and courage is required to trust others and delegate responsibilities. Building something meaningful rarely happens in isolation, and the courage to involve others means risking disagreement, misunderstanding, or failure of the team. However, it is through collaboration that ideas are strengthened, solutions are found, and goals are achieved more effectively. Courage allows you to open up, seek support, and trust in the collective effort. The courage to execute also means standing firm in your convictions, even when others doubt you or oppose your vision. There will be critics, skeptics, and naysayers who question your decisions or belittle your dreams. Courage gives you the strength to hold on to your purpose, to believe in your abilities, and to press forward despite external negativity. It's the ability to focus on your why and let it drown out the noise of doubt and discouragement. Execution requires embracing change and adaptability. Courage is needed to pivot when things don't go as planned, to adjust strategies in response to new challenges, and to innovate when old methods no longer work. Change can be unsettling, but it is also necessary for growth and success. Courage allows you to face change head-on, to embrace it as an opportunity rather than a threat, and to find creative ways to move forward. Finally, execution demands consistency, and consistency takes courage. It's easy to act when motivation is high and conditions are favorable, but true courage is required to stay the course when enthusiasm wanes, when progress feels slow, and when results are delayed. Consistency is the quiet, steady force that turns small, repeated efforts into extraordinary outcomes. Courage is what keeps you showing up, doing the work, and trusting the process, even when it feels like nothing is happening. In conclusion, the courage to execute is what separates intention from achievement and dreamers from doers. It is the commitment to act despite fear, the resilience to persist through challenges, and the faith to believe in outcomes you cannot yet see. Execution is not about perfection or ease, it's about stepping boldly into the unknown, embracing the process, and trusting that your efforts will lead you to your purpose. It is the ultimate expression of confidence in your vision, preparation, and God-given potential. Whatever your goals or aspirations, it is your courage to execute that will determine your ability to transform them into reality. Let your actions speak louder than your fears. And may your journey of execution be marked by boldness, perseverance, and unwavering faith.